Hello everyone, JK Origami here, and this is part 3 of my Flasher Dodecagon spinner tutorial. So where we left off, we had a 24 by 24 and 48 by 48 grid, and we had all the mountain fold creases drawn on when you hold the paper right side up. Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to collapse this model. So what we're going to do is we are going to start in the bottom left corner, and I'll zoom in. Okay, so we're going to fold along this first mountain, and it goes up till there. When we get to there, we're going to make this crease as well. And the trick for collapsing this model is just slowly make all the creases. And this crease, you kind of want to go in lines. So you want to go where they connect. So now we have all this, and then we have our center one. We can continue it this way. And keep going. So something like that. And then here's a valley fold next, and mountain folds, mountain and valley. So just kind of go around the outside edge and start folding them. So I'm going to go back to the corner here, and I'm just going to make these triangles. Okay. Like this, like that, and then this fold here, up, and then back in, and back up. So you can almost collapse that all the way down, but you see now we have the creases formed. And then we can repeat on this side, so make sure that middle crease is nice. Except on this side, we have to stop here and go this way again. That's fine. And then repeat the next two creases. Okay. And then okay, so as soon as you're done this part, once you have good strong creases like this and it kind of wants to come in, just keep working your way down. So now it's going this way. So make the inner ones. Actually, it's a good idea to start with the middle ones, like this one here maybe. 1, 2, 3 up, and work your way down. Just so that, I don't know, I don't even know the reason. I just find it works well. And sometimes go a bit ahead with the creases. Just so that you have more room to work with. So, okay, it's coming. Okay, and then I'm going to focus on this part again. And make all these creases. Okay. So now it's more like this, and you can kind of push it all together. And then, again, come to this side, and I'm going to make this crease up there first. And then this crease. Okay. And then okay, that, and last one here. Okay. And for this part of the model, using really good and strong paper pays off. Again, I'm using tissue foil for this, and it's pretty easy to collapse because I made my creases really strong. So now that I'm about halfway around, I'll zoom out so you can better see it so far. So we started over here. I went a bit this way, but I continued mostly this way. And I'm going this way now. So I'll zoom in a little bit, but I'll keep it zoomed out a bit this time so you can see better. And this is where having the creases drawn on is really helpful because you just fold what you see. Okay, so as you fold further on, you have to make sure you fix any creases that came undone that you already made, just so that you don't have to keep coming back to that same spot and redoing it. Okay, almost done this side now. And try to make sure as you fold the creases, they stay in the same spot. Like, don't make new creases that differ from the old ones. So we're almost done. As you can see, we're coming back to where the other creases meet. But the outside edge here, once we're done this, we're almost done the collapsing. The inside part isn't too difficult, but like I said, if you don't have the right paper, it can be quite difficult to collapse. Like, I would say no commie for this. And connecting the creases can be a bit difficult because you kind of have to fold everything at the same time. And also getting it into a spherical shape is also difficult because, again, you have to collapse everything all at the same time. But yeah, it's a job, but like I said earlier, it is very much worth it. The model is nice. So now I'm done creasing all the outer layers. So you can see it's coming together, but now we need to focus on the inside. So the next step is this part. So you need to make the creases around it. Make sure they're all done. And then you make the mountain folds like we have drawn on. And these two diagonals here, just make them. Half of them will be valley and half of them will be mountain. You'll see what I mean in just a minute. Okay, so you want to continue these creases and continue it all the way until you get to this X in the center. Okay, so right to there. You want to make sure it's creased sharply. And, okay, so once you have that part done, should look something like this. So up here, I still have to do a little bit, but it's like this. And then up here, you see, you need to make a valley fold here. There's no mountain fold beside it. And that is how we get the model to spin. That's how we get the center part to stand up. So just keep collapsing, and there we go. That's pretty much what it should look like. And then you can crease the center. You can crease the X a little bit, like that. And then just find another side that you haven't done yet, and you can just keep going. Just keep repeating these steps all throughout the model. And the creases, as you can see, are pretty much all connected, so you can just keep going around. Okay. And even if the creases aren't very strong, like you can see here, these aren't as good. It's not as bulgy as the rest of it, but that's still good as long as you have the basic structure creased into it. And now I'm just going around making sure it's all done. It looks like I didn't do this side yet. That's okay, I'll do it now. Okay, and then this part comes up. Okay, and again, this is all happening white side up. Okay, so now we pretty much have all the creases done. They're not all 100% strong, but the entire model pretty much is all creased out. So now the next step is just go around and start to slowly bring the model in together. Now as you do this, you'll be collapsing some parts at the same time, and just slowly start to bring everything in toward the center. So I'm going to focus on this part first, and as I collapse this, this part here behind wants to come in as well. So just bring it all together and kind of fold it to the left a little bit, because that's the way we're going to have to circle it around to the left. So just kind of do that. Then you can kind of focus on the left side of this and slowly bring it together. Okay, so that's good. and see if you can go down almost all the way to the next corner. And make sure all the creases are forming the way they need to be. So this is pretty good for now. So you just want to go around and sort of bring everything together. And then you're going to rotate and repeat with the next one. So just going to keep going around. And depending how well you creased these while we were collapsing earlier, it'll be easier to form or harder, depending. Just keep going around. Okay, and the last one is usually the easiest. Okay, so now pretty much all of them are done. You can go around and fix up any creases, especially on the ones on the raw edges that may have come undone. Okay, so now we have a semi-collapsed figure that looks like this. And now we're at the part where it gets really tricky. We have all the creases, and we just have to bring everything together. That's the best way to put it. So this part circles around, this part goes up, and these parts keep coming together, and everything, you just have to get it in a circle. It's really difficult to show because I can't really do it without putting my hands over it, but you can kind of see it coming together. It's just going in a circle. You want to make sure the creases stay formed. And just keep going around and pushing everything in together. Okay, it's coming in. And it's almost all the way in. Yeah, so you can kind of see it. And don't worry if a couple creases on the outside get a bit deformed like this did, because you can come back around and fix them after. But it's coming along. This is pretty much what you want. And you just want to keep going, pushing it further and further together. This part over here needs to unfold a bit and fix that crease. Okay. And then now all the creases are formed and it's all coming together. And okay. So the hard part is holding what you already have done and still going around and doing the rest. Okay, here we go. This is it. This is pretty much it. So you can see, it's pretty much done. It's pretty good. And as I go around, just fixing up everything. Okay. Okay, see? Now it's pretty good, and it should start to stay together. If you just keep going around and pressing everything together, then it should stay eventually. Okay, so it looks something like this. So once you have it where it can stay by itself or pretty much by itself like this, that's pretty good. That's what you want. You want it to stay in a position like this. And with this, with the center, you want to remake the creases. I'm sticking my finger in behind. We're just kind of remaking these creases. But it doesn't want to stick up like this. It wants to lie flat. But I'll show you how you fix that now. This is the part that I didn't put in the crease pattern, just because I didn't want to confuse myself. But what we're going to do is we're going to flip the model over and just adjust the creases here so they are good, so they're correct on the inside here, right by the point. And what you need to do is you're going to come to this part here, and you'll see you have a diamond-shaped square. You're going to just push and crease, and push and crease. And as you do that, you'll see it starts to come down, so you just kind of push it in and make sure it's creased on it. And as you do that, the mountain fold over here will form, this fold, and it'll become more of a point. So keep going around and doing that. So just press and then make the creases that are already there. And make sure on both sides they go. And like that. And over like this. So it's coming along. And just do the last one. Okay, so now it looks something like this. And you just kind of want to make the creases on all the sides. And then if you flip it back over, you can adjust it so that it's all along the creases. On this side it's easier to adjust. But yeah, you can just shape it a bit. Okay. And just keep going until you're happy with it. Okay. Once you have all your creases done, just bring the model together, and then you can shape it a bit, make it how you like it, and then you're done. You're pretty much done. So once you're done with this collapsing, the next step is you can put an elastic band around it and put it and soak it in some water and dry it, and then let it dry, and that'll help it hold the shape. And that'll, see, this one here stays in. Well, this one here doesn't yet. This one I put an elastic band around, dipped it in a bowl of water, and then let it dry. And once it was dry, it would open up and collapse like a flasher. This one here, it can just barely do that. So you wanna get that spin on it. So just flip it over, collapse it like this, and then you can kind of shimmy an elastic over it. Use your hands just to kind of hold it and put the elastic in at the same time. It's a bit tricky, but can be done. Unfortunately, I don't have an elastic to show you with, but yeah, I think you can manage. It's not too difficult. And then once you've done that, just let it dry. Let it dry overnight, I'd say. Make sure you leave it, and you can test if it's dry, but don't undo it until it's dry, or otherwise the creases might become deformed and it won't work. So, yeah, anyway, that's about it. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this model, please click on the like button. I hope you enjoyed folding this model, and I hope you could fold it. And if you found any flaws in this model, then please don't worry. This is my first flasher, so I'm still new in this. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more cool creations like this. And as always, enjoy.